And one of the biggest things that helped me reach financial independence and retire at 41 was tracking my expenses. In the beginning, I was doing it all manually, just from inputting numbers on my spreadsheet from my bank statements, the whole thing. But these days, it's a lot easier with an app that pulls everything in automatically. Right now, as you can see, I'm using Empower because it's free, but I still like to plug the numbers into my spreadsheet though. Maybe one day I'll show that just in case the app ever disappears like Mint did. So, over the years, I've always enjoyed seeing other people's expense breakdowns and how they manage their money, partly because I'm curious, but also because it was encouraging and nice to see how others navigate their own journeys. And sometimes, every now and then, I'll pick up ideas for what I could do differently. So, my expenses might look a lot less than yours, or my expenses might look a lot more than yours, but that's not the point. Mostly, though, I think it just helps take some of the stigma out of talking about money and personal finance. And that's something I'm really inspired to do. So, today I'm doing my September financial update, just walking through what I spent over the last 3 months and maybe a few reflections along the way. Let's get into it. All right, so overall, from July to September 30th, so that's July, August, September, that's 3 months. I spent a total of $13,903. And let's see what the broad categories are. So I do my updates I over the years. So I've been in this financial personal finance game for about 10 years, and I've tried a couple of different systems, and updating quarterly is what works best for me because I found myself too emotionally attached to the numbers if I did it any more frequently. So you'll just have to see what works for you. But again, this isn't advice or anything. I'm just sharing what I do. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So this is over 3 months, and I spent about $14,000. My budget for this year is about $40,000, with about 25 for core expenses. Core expenses being things like basically rent, food, and just local entertainment. All right, so it looks like my top three expenses were rent, sending money to my family in Liberia, and travel. No surprises there. If you look at just the overview, it looks like July I spent about 3,000, August about 5,000, and September about 5,500. So we'll go into those a little bit more and see what went on. First, let's look at rent. Nothing too exciting or surprising here. This is 4 months of rent. It looks like maybe for August the the checks got cashed early. So I usually pay my rent like a week before the first, since I use bill pay with one of my banks. So that's one of the things I do to help manage my money. I have a separate account that's only for my bills. So I always know that there's enough money in there. And it's never like, am I going to make rent? Because that's all my bills money goes in that account. And so I can just look at it and know that there's enough to cover everything. Let's go back. Sending money to Liberia. I do that quarterly. What went on here? Uh, I'm not sure. I usually send about $500 a month, but I send it at the end of the quarter. So September, this tracks 1,500. I think July, I might have just put it in. Let me see. What happened in July? Oh, okay. This is the end of June, basically. And then this was a birthday gift. No surprises there. Travel, that's always a fun one. It looks like I might have gotten some money back, yeah, in July. And then August, I spent a little bit of money. And September, I spent a little bit of money. Let's see, what were those? I Carnival Cruise Line. Gate one, this is a credit card fee. This was an airplane ticket. This was cash for my most recent trip. So I finally went to Yellowstone in September. So that was really fun. And then you had to pay tips. Well, not have to. Tips are supposedly always optional. But the tour group I use, they give like a tip schedule, so I just follow it because I don't want to have to think about it. Let's see. I think this cruise is for my December cruise, and the rest of these are just flights. I spent a couple. Oh, this is for transportation. I got some. Oh, I got some. Oh, this is good. I got some money back because I did cancel my July cruise. So apparently, if you cancel a cruise on Carnival, they automatically refund any excursions you booked with them. So I didn't know that. So I learned that. This global entry, it came with their credit card, so it looks like they charged me up here, and then I got a statement credit with City Strata Elite, and then City Strata Elite also provides a $200 AA credit per year. So I use that for my travel. Excuse me, for my cruise that I'm taking in December. So no big surprises here. My budget for travel and lifestyle this year is about 14,000. So I don't know what this number means. I'll have to figure that out. All right, let's go back. Insurance. This is probably car insurance. Yeah. Ugh. My car insurance is really high because I totaled my car a couple years ago. So I still have that little bit of a, what do you want to call it, demerit on my record. But that's every 6 months. Restaurants. Again, with the Popeyes, I do not know why this is so high. I mean, I know because I go there, but I don't feel like I go there that much. That's why you can't budget on vibes, folks. So Popeyes, top three Popeyes. What is this? The Avery. I don't remember going there. I don't know. Cinnaholic. What is the Avery Kitchen? Why did I spend $62? Let's see. That feels really high. Oh, we went there multiple times. I remember now. They had $20 burger night. Okay. Texas Roadhouse. That's pretty good. The rolls are good. Insomnia Cookies. Oh boy. They just opened one in my neighborhood, and I guess I went there a lot. This is probably about 10 times because I think each cookie is like $4. And let's see, anything else on here? So yeah, just regular eating out. This is over 3 months, and I only spent about $675. So that was $200 in July, about $300 in August, and a little bit less than $200 in September. That's not too bad. I for food, I kind of for groceries, I like to keep it around 250 a month, and then I give myself about $800 a month. That includes the grocery. So what does that leave? About 550 for eating out. I consider all of that entertainment, local entertainment. And that's a month, and I look how I came well below that. Groceries, like I said, I try to stay around 250 a month. So let's see, July was $77, August was about 316, and September was about 200. So averaging 3 months, it's about $200 a month. So I'm below that. And that 250 just came from I looked up what the US government provides people that are on food assistance. And I'm like, if they think it's enough for one adult, then it should be enough for me. So that's how I came up with that number. And yeah, that's why I don't like to do it monthly because I'll look at that and be like, oh, I have a bunch to spend. But then in August, I obviously spent more because I probably ran out of groceries. So my primary way of getting groceries is with the Walmart app. I bought the membership because I gotten a free gift card from filling out a survey. So I just used that to buy the membership. And it's been a game changer. It just makes grocery shopping so much easier. So I think I'll continue it. Aldi, that's usually happenstance if I just happen to be in the area. Reese's, honestly, I think this is all cookies. They have these mildly dairy free cookies that I can tolerate. So I've been getting those every time we're in the area. I don't remember what Fresh Market was. And this Asian supermarket was when I was trying to make that Malaysian curry. I had to visit a couple of markets. So look out for that video because I did make it and it was really delicious. These other ones, I think these are just when I was traveling, I would get some groceries. Every time I see like a dairy-free sweet, I like to try it. They're usually not very good. So that's why it's fun to try to see if I'll ever land on something that's worthwhile. All right. Healthcare, medical, nothing to see there. Let's see. July, August. Hmm. This is for, yeah, nothing really. I mean, these are vitamins. This is my Cobra payment for my dental insurance since I no longer work. Utilities. This is for, what is this for? Just electricity. So it's about $60 a month. No surprises there. General merchandise. Walmart, probably just stuff for around the house. I think I bought postcards that never came, by the way, for Canyon General Store. And then Amazon. This is a $5 gift card. I bought it to try to uh, use one of my credit cards to, it was a whole thing. I wanted to make my credit cards look like I was using them. So I would just automatically reload a $5 Amazon gift card. It ended up working because I got approved for this credit card that I've been eyeing. And what else? Where did we leave off? Entertainment. I haven't left the house much other than on my trips. So let's see what this is. I went to a baseball game. I think this event ended up getting refunded. I was going to go to a cocktail making class, but it turned out to be a cocktail demonstration. It wasn't going to be hands on. So then I ended up opting out of that. So, yeah, the last 3 months, I don't know. I've just been enjoying my Zen time, staying home, watching my movies. Like I'll go on walks or meet a friend for lunch. And that's about it. And that's for now, it's enough. Postage and shipping, I think that was sending postcards. And then I refunded one of my friends for the postage that they paid to send me something. Gifts, same thing. Service charges and fees. What is this? Oh, I actually, this is why I don't use credit cards. So, yes, even though I'm like 80% good at managing my money, some stuff still slips through. That's why it's good to have these kind of look backs. So that big scheme of trying to use my credit card, I forgot to pay it because I don't usually use credit cards. I think this was for that $5. So that big scheme, it was something Charles made. Charles was my chat GPT to to make myself look like a good active user, active user of credit. We made this plan where I would swipe the card just at least once a month, and that was the Amazon reload. I think by the third month, I forgot about it because I, again, don't use that credit card. I don't really use credit cards like that. And I forgot about it. I forgot to pay it because I thought I set it to auto pay, but I guess I didn't. So the day after, I was like, oh, I think I need to pay it because I think they still sent me an email like, you still owe this. And I was like, what? I could have called probably to get it waived, but for $5, I was like, it's fine. So that's what had happened. Mm, and nothing else. These are just refunds, automotive. I don't know. Oh, I know. A friend had borrowed my car and then gave me some money. They didn't need to. But anyway, so yeah, that is what my budget has been or my expenses has been for the last 3 months. Hope that was helpful or informative to anybody out there. I know it was always for me. I'll update this to my actual budget, so it doesn't look like I'm over. If you want, we can look at where I am for the year. Ooh, over 41,000. But so that 40,000 number that I gave you doesn't account for sending money to family. So really I'm at 35,000. So that gives me about 5,000 more for the rest of this year, which will be very doable because I don't really have any other expenses that are expected other than my October rent's already paid. So it's November, December. which will just be 2,000, and then like the 800 I give myself for my allowance. So that'll put me about 3,600. So I should be well under budget for this year, which is great. All right, thank you for joining. I hope that was helpful.